anytime Arnold sees me now, he's like, "But I don't recognize you. You're wearing too much clothing."
This is Davion Bussey here at Contropolis, Secaucus, New Jersey, and I'm here with
Yes, Baba, number one, the Iron Sheik from Young Rock, and your favorite young Terminator, Brett Azar.
wow, and it's an honor and a privilege to meet you. So tell the audience how you get those biceps like you do.
Peanut butter, ice cream, and Netflix. No. That's the key.
While working on Young Rock,
No.
how long did it take to prep to do or to audition for Iron Sheik?
So it's funny story about that. So that they contacted us right at the beginning of COVID, and I was at home. I was quarantined, like we all were, with my wife or fiance at the time, and I was bored out of my mind. So I was like, "Honey, I'm going to shave my head." I've never shaved my head before, so I shaved my head and I trimmed my beard. I looked in the mirror and I looked at her, and she went, "Yeah, that's not a good look." I was like, "Yeah, I'm never going to have a shaved head." 2 days later, I got a call to audition for the Iron Sheik. And I got on the Zoom call with the casting director, and they were like, "Oh, Brett, you shaved your head already?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And they're like, "We got a good role for you. Can you do an Arab accent or Iranian accent?" I went, I'm Lebanese. "Of course I can do it, no problem." They were like, "All right, well, go look up the Iron Sheik." And I was like, "I know the Iron Sheik." So I did it. They were like, "Put yourself on tape in character as the Iron Sheik." So I went into like promo mode, and it was all F-bombs and, you know, the Howard Stern Iron Sheik stuff. And they were like, "Well, this is going to be for NBC, so we want like a family version of Sheiky." So I toned it down and I did the voice, and they were like, "Yeah, you got it, man." And then they gave us about 2 months before filming started, and I had nothing to do but work out. So it was really easy because I was so confined into training and doing my Sheiky voice practice, and my neighbors hated me because all they heard was Sheik voice coming from my basement the entire summer. But yeah, it was a blast. And then when I got on the plane to fly to where we're filming, to Australia, it was because it was COVID. The plane was empty. There was nobody there except one other dude in first class. They flew us first class because NBC hooked it up. But there's one other guy sitting there, and he came up to me and he goes, "Hey, you're doing Young Rock?" I'm like, "Yeah, who are you?" He goes, "I'm Chavo." I'm like, "Chavo Guerrero, the wrestler?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "I fucking hate you." And he goes, "Thank you." I was like, "Dude, when Jackie beat you, I was so happy." He goes, "Yeah, what else?" I was like, "I just don't like you." He goes, "Good, I did my job." And we became like instant best buds. And he trained us for Young Rock. We did all our own wrestling, all our own stunts, and we got the legit, you know, OG training from Chavo, which I loved. And I cherish that forever. Wow. That was super cool.
And also, while working on Young Rock, how was the experience working with the man himself?
With DJ? With Dewey? He, unfortunately, when we were in Australia, he didn't come out to Australia. He was so busy in the States doing everything, and you can't quarantine The Rock.
Right.
It's just not going to happen. So he filmed his stuff separate, and then we had our stuff in Australia. The third season is when he came, because we filmed in Memphis. So he came in for like a week and a half, shot all his stuff for the entire season, and then took off. Because the guy is like man of a million projects, which is fucking amazing. But he hooks you up. Like, the whole cast was sporting Project Rock gear. We were all drinking Terramana. If we were low on energy, there was a Zoa on tap. He was awesome. So he hooked it up.
And just to give insight, because I was at the premiere for Black Adam in New York.
Yeah.
And that was a great experience because they had Terramano, and it was just a blast for us to do screening. I personally liked the movie. But a lot of people saying, but I like it. It was good.
Marvel's got an edge on DC.
Right.
I'll say that.
And one last question. I know you worked on a Terminator.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
So that was like, when I did Genisys, that was my breakout role into the acting world, really. So in Genisys, I got to be the young Arnold, the naked Arnold.
That was freaking awesome.
It was amazing. For a meathead bodybuilder going into acting and booking that role, I was like, I'm done. Like, I don't need to do anymore. I'm happy. I'm not going to reach anything better than this. Because Arnold has been an inspiration to me forever. Like, I literally had a messed up past. My dad was a murderer. He went to jail. I didn't have a father figure, really. And all I did was watch Arnold movies. And I told myself, when I grow up, I'm going to be like Arnold. And I always had a poster of him on my wall. And then just, law of attraction, I literally became Arnold. So the story of that just gives me goosebumps every time I think about it. So Arnold is way more meaningful to me than just, the icon that he is. He got me through a really messed up past. And I'm forever grateful for that. He doesn't even know that he did that for me. But, so now on to a lighter note. Filming that big fight scene in Genisys where old Arnold fights young Arnold. We recreated that scene from Terminator 1 where he walks up naked to the three punks. Nothing to unite, your clothes given to me now. That whole bit.
Yeah.
They had me voice it with Arnold voice. And because I voiced it, that bumped me into a cast member. So I'm one of 3 guys in the world who are casted and can say they literally are the Terminator. Which, I get excited. I'm a fanboy, so it's just that I'm so grateful for that. And that scene, that whole fight scene, the best and worst part about it was my wardrobe was a pantyhose and a string. So there was nothing hiding when I'm running at Arnold. When I'm kicking Arnold, when I'm standing over Arnold, it was just swing away. And we called my filming days, like the whole crew, they were like, it's Sock and Dots Day. Because I had a sock and I had dots on my face.
Wow.
So my filming days were called Sock and Dots Days. Anytime Arnold sees me now, he's like, "But I don't recognize you. You're wearing too much clothing." So he always messes with me about being naked. I would go back to my trailer and there would be like 2 oranges and a pickle or like some kind of dick reference in food on a plate every time I went back for lunch.
Wow.
They got me so bad, but it was the best time of my life.
So, wow. I think you actually are living your dream as a kid.
Oh, 100%. I'm so grateful for everyone who got me to where I am now and the people that I've gotten to work with and just
wow.
It's dream come true for sure.
That tells you motivation can always be an inspiration. This is Davion Bussey for Tales from the Film Set signing off. And
Brett Azar, the guy who just talked to you for the last half hour.
and we're signing off, and we are out of here.